Welcome back, McCastle here, and we're back in our ReForge new world. I know it's been a little bit of time, apologize for that, but today we're going to get kind of going with some of the create stuff, kind of like we talked about last time. So let's dive right in. So to get started with create, first let's take a look at the achievements here. We already got Sturdier Rocks achievement, which is, I found some of this andesite alloy in a chest, but we're going to make some here, and we're going to work our way up this a little bit, and we're going to look at kind of the water wheel and the windmill like we were kind of alluding to last time. So I've grabbed what I have from this andesite alloy, and it's made by either zinc nuggets or iron nuggets with andesite, and you get andesite alloy. Now, if we take a look at this, we use it for a lot of different things inside of Create, and we're going to be, needing it for a few things. So we're going to start off with a hand crank here, which is just any wood planks and an alloy, but I'm not going to craft one. I'm just going to steal this one up here that came with this integrated dungeons castle. And basically the hand crank, if you right click it, it rotates one way. You crouch right click it, it goes the other way. And you see it supplies 256 stress units at the current speed. And the reason I can see that is I've got the engineer goggles on here. I also found those in a chest, but it's just a gold plate, two glass, and a string. And it kind of lets you see what your machines are doing in Create. So those are super helpful. So that's how the crank works. We might be still in that crank for a little bit. The other way that we use it is we actually take, let's just come back out here. Oh, wrong way. Nope. You take any log, you get a stripped version of it, and then you right click on it with your andesite alloy, and it creates these andesite casings. And there's all the different kind of casings and a few different things you make this way. But we'll be using quite a bit of this andesite casing, as you'll see as well. So there you go, got another achievement. Let's just keep on going. I think we need to make some different sheets, so let's look up our mechanical press. Create. Jeez. Alright, mechanical press right here. So we need a casing, a block of iron, and a shaft. And the shaft is just 2 andesite alloy, and you get 8. So I got here, that, and that gives us 8. We'll just make another. Can never have too many crafting tables around. Let's put it over here. Let's make this into a iron block. And then we go boom, boom, and boom. Perfect. Now, if I just place this by itself, it doesn't do anything. So what we need is we need a depot. Though really, I think you can have, it doesn't need a depot under it, but a depot is a good place to store your materials. And then if you have got conveyor belts, like if you've got a whole line of machines going up because you got a process, it'll actually stamp them on the conveyor belt too, which if you don't know about create stuff, you can hold W down and it'll bring up this ponder. It'll kind of show you how things work. So this is really, really helpful. I wish all mods did this, but when you can see it can compress stuff inside of basins. It can do lots of different things, right? For our purposes, we're going to make a depot. So let's look up our depot again. We need another casing and an andesite alloy. So let's come in here. Let's just make a few of these. I'm sure we're gonna need them. Let's see the textures all combined, which is nice too. Alrighty. So one of you, and that gives us a depot. Alright, now let's just let's do it here. Why not? Put our depot on top. Oh, actually, we want our depot like up here. One away. You'll see why in just a second. We'll come still this for a minute. Put it back. If I attach this, you see it's got these squares right here. That's actually where the shaft can go through. And you can attach any sort of kind of the create power source. So if I rotate this, nothing's happening because there's nothing under here. So if I grab this iron sheet and I pull this down, it is going to smash it. And there we go. I have an iron sheet, which I actually need in order to make the super glue that we'll need to make put the windmill together that we were doing earlier. So I'll save this sheet for that. Let's take a look at if we come back to our stuff here, let's take a look at the water wheel, because that's going to be another power source that we're going to want to use early on. Eventually, once you get all the way down here, there's steam power and things like that. But for early on, windmills and water mills are where it is at. Alright, so if we look at our water mill recipe, it is a large cogwheel surrounded by slabs. And a large cogwheel is either 2 planks and a shaft, or a cogwheel and a shaft, which is a cogwheel and a shaft. So it's really the same price. It's just equals out in the end. So if we come in here, let's just grab some planks. Let's make a large cogwheel. Oop, I thought it was on here. Put that in the middle here. Oh, we need slabs. More of that. Alright. Now we surround it with slabs like this. Bada bing, bada boom. Alright. Now, here, let's kind of move our stuff. We're gonna go set up where we're gonna create kind of a factory area. And I'll go take this stuff over there. And once I get that kind of spot set up, we'll come back and I'll show you how these kind of different things work. All right, so over here to the east of our colony, I've set up this kind of area. It's already kind of flat. We're going to set up our a factory right here. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to set this up as kind of a battery for power using the water wheels. So basically what I've got here is a 6x6 interior space. I probably should have gone one more up, but it'll just be open on the top, which is fine. And then as back as many as you want to repeat this. So let me go ahead. Let's go ahead and eventually I'm going to fill this with glass, but this is going to kind of be our glass, and it's going to be a glass, sand, clay factory. Using Create, which I'm pretty excited about because those are a lot of resources that you have to go mine a lot of clay or sand to kind of make bricks or to make glass or anything with sand. So I'm just going to fill these in with planks here so the water doesn't leak out. And the nice thing about this is I can come back in and fill these in with glass later once I've kind of set up our glass factory. Oh, few shy. We'll match, but it's okay because I don't plan on this being the permanent layout for it. So we come up here. We need to leave this space open here because that's where we're going to pull our power out. And there as well. And we'll stick with that. We'll just do the one layer for now. So essentially what I'm going to do here is I'm going to have 4 bays of water wheels. Now they need to be kind of alternating so that they can mesh up with their gears. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it so I can lay water along the edge here and water along the edge here. It'll flow over the water wheels, flow down, and then it'll cross the other way and flow down and around. So let me kind of set that up to show you here. So I need to think through this really carefully. Oop. This is going to be the challenge right here, is getting in and out. I'll try to set this up. Put those temporarily there. I should have made some scaffolding. I might go back and make some scaffolding blocks. Those are nice and easy. We'll place this here, this here, this here, and that there. Though one more higher. Alright. So, if I place this here, let's think about this. So the water is going to be coming down this way, so this is backwards, coming down then, so this one's right. So this one, I need to start on this side. Oops, it's raining. So let's place this here, and this here, and that there, and that there. So basically I'll grow these out from those directions so that they're facing that way. I'm going to shoot. It's the middle of the day, so I won't stop raining this week. So let's just place these down. I don't know if I got enough of that. Let's just focus on the first floor level because I don't have enough glass to fill in above anyway. We can get the first level running. And then set up the second level to run later if we need to. Looks like I did build enough. Being prepared. I hate the rain. Love the rain in real life. Don't like the rain in Minecraft. Alright, there we go. So as you can see, these are going to spin inward and inward, and this are going to spin outward. Oh! Well, apparently that was a thunderstorm. Should have just tried to sleep. And mobs do spawn in thunderstorms. Jeez. Fill in the hole here. Man, that creeper really stunk up on me. Alright. So, alright, in order to get these running, we need to have water running on all 4 sides. So actually, I'm going to just fill in these with wood planks. And we will, let me grab some buckets of water. We'll start filling this in. Alright, got all the holes filled in. So what we need to do is we actually need to put blockers here, because we're going to put water all along here. Now, I know it's visually hitting the water wheel, but actually won't impede its flow, which is nice. So basically we're going to, let's just stopper this all up here. Alright. This is an ugly monstrosity, but it's okay. We will clean it up later. And then let's go down here. So we want this to flow down. And we're going to do... Really what we want is a layer here. But the way that water works in Minecraft, we actually want... Nope, I don't really want. magnet. Alright. We want it actually to flow first on this level so that it'll flow underneath this water wheel, because if you need water flowing on all three sides, or well, if you get the fourth side, that's even more, but every side that you have water flowing. So if we just dropped it right down, it would miss that. So we're going to come out here temporarily. Let's get our water going. Oop, there we go. Now we're pumping water. Now, because of the way that we've set this up with the put these next to each other, make my life easier, that it's flowing down, it actually won't create an infinite water source, unfortunately. So we're going to have to jump it down there. So we're going to fill this up along the sides, and I'll fast forward this part. Alright, so now what we need to do is we need to come down and we need to knock out this layer of blocks that we put up here so that the water will flow optimally on the bottom row as well. Excruciating. Alright, so I've got some of these engineer goggles on. I'm going to show you. Oh! Some of our water wheels must have broke off here. Oh, there we go. Must have been the way that the water flowed. You can see here, I'm running these ones at get our air back. Just didn't reach. Alright, I'm gonna chop these ones out here. I don't know if this step is necessary or not. I guess we'll find out. Alright, actually I'm gonna wait. We're gonna hold off, and I'm going to we're gonna make a stressometer that'll tell us exactly how much stress is making. I'll see if it increases as we chop these blocks out. Because I might not need the lower layer of blocks. I might only need this upper layer. I might have over-engineered this. But we'll check it out. Let me go make one of those real quick. I'll show you what the recipe is for that, and then we'll show you how to set it up. Alright, so all we need for a stressometer, or it's really a speedometer that you can turn into a stressometer, is andesite and a compass. Andesite casing, sorry. So we take the speedometer, which we can then turn into a stress meter. We can then turn back to a speedometer if we want, right? Oh, missed. So let's come on here. Let's extend these out with the shaft. Let's kind of check on each one and see where we're at with stress, which is the units that they use. Oh, I missed. We're going to take and move this to the side. Perfect. Alright, let's check this here. 2304. 2304, so those are running the same. And there you are. So that might not actually need to move those down. I will just to clean it up, but I can do that off camera. Then I don't have just a regular shovel. We can just take and put these on here. then I've got this set up so that I can connect them all with this. And bada bing, bada boom. I think that looks awesome. Alright, and then let's check this out here. There we go. Now I've got 9 to 16.